Hey guys, as most of you probably know, if you've been watching my series, I'm an abseiling instructor, amongst other things. Now I'm outside at the clothes holder and I wanted to show you something. Now, most people are told that when you tie braid around a non-braid prepared reel that you need to use tape. I want to show you why that's a crock of shit, and I don't like putting tape down. When you just tie one knot around, and I just grabbed a piece of rope from the shitty garage where I'm renting here, and let me just tie a figure of 8 roughly on a bite. When you tie one knot around a fishing spool, and I'm using this clothesline, one knot, let me pick this up like that, right? It slips, huh? Now I want to show you, and this is all proven because we hang our lives off this when we're doing abseiling work, that if you go around once, twice, 3 times, and do the same thing. Now imagine this is a fishing spool. Look at that. It locks. You can hang off that and it will not slip. Do you see? I've done the same thing. I've gone around 3 times and all I've done is I've used a figure of 8 on a bite, but I'm going to show you the arbor knot because that's a cinch, like a slip knot. It doesn't slip. Now I can hang off that, I can weight load it, you can hang your bloody 1-ton car off it and it will still hold, depending on the strength of the rope, of course. So now I'm just going to undo that and I will show you actually the arbor knot. Hold on. So I'm sorry I'm doing this with my phone and not the GoPro, but I'm sick of the sound on the GoPro. Okay, so an arbor knot. Let me just talk you through the arbor knot. Right. And keep in mind, you're going to be doing this with braid or fishing line. Braid, you've got to be, it's not quite as easy. You've got to work the knot down. But fishing line, real simple as well, mem mono, and it works very, very good with braid. And it's awesome with whether you've got a braid prepared reel or you don't have a braid prepared reel. So it goes straight onto the spool. So you go around once, twice, and 3 times. Right? 3 times around. I'm holding the phone in my mouth. You hold it like this, do a knot around the line, and then simply lift this, like this. So I've got an overhand knot around my main line and another overhand knot, and just tighten it up. And what happens is, did you see how that slipped? And that locks. And you can pull it up, tighten this up. And now you have got a knot, Glenn's arbor knot. That's what that's called. It's called a modified g-arbor knot. Modified G. All right, that's a modified g-arbor knot. Modified for Glenn or the naked fisherman, but it's the modified G. That's my knot. That's how you tie any line around any spool. It will not slip. You can hang your weight off it. 3 times around, an arbor knot. Show you one more time. Three times around the spool. Then tie an overhand knot around the main line, like that. Then tie an overhand knot there with a little bit of a tag, and then simply tighten your knot. As you tighten your knot, this is going to happen. Your overhand knot is going to lock. And now what you have is a non-slip knot around your spool, preferably tied wherever you want your line to lay. So if you want to have your line tapered from the front of the spool to the back, you might tie this up towards the front of the spool or the back of the spool, but most of you make sure it's tied right in the middle of the spool. It won't slip. Now obviously with braid and mono, the line's going to be a lot smaller, your knot's going to be smaller. Sometimes you've got a really fine line with your overhand knot. Instead of just doing a single overhand knot at the end, you can go around 3 times. I'll show you. So remember, I hadn't fully tightened that knot up. So you can do it like this. Once, twice, 3 times around. Once overhand knot over the main line. And then here, 1, 2, even 3 times to make your knot a little bigger, and then pull it in tight. If it's mono, make sure you put a little bit of saliva on the line and you just tighten it up. And there you go. You've now got a knot that won't slip, that you can use for mono, for braid, for hollow braid, for anything. In fact, if you're a tree climber, abseiler, caver, canyoner, they're all knots you can use. So that's called a modified g-arbor knot. Arbor modified g-arbor, but it's Glenn's knot. That's my knot. All you bastards out there that want to use my knot, that's fine, but no, it's my knot. Glenn, the naked fisherman. Over and out, guys. See you next episode.